Everyone. Kristen David here. Hope you're having an amazing Monday. Wanted to jump in and share with you 5 tips for growing your diverse team, because this is an important part of recognizing that there's a lot going on as you grow a business and as you build a team. You have to be in charge as an owner, as an admin, as a team member. You have the opportunity to impact everything from the hiring process to the collaboration at the other end. So we just wanted to jump in here, pop in and talk about several ways that you can really impact and build that diverse, amazing team that you want to have. So first and foremost, diversity starts with your culture, your core values, with who you want to be, with that mission of the company, so that you are recognizing and bringing in the right type of people that value what you value, that grow and build what you're trying to build. So that's an important part. Step 1 is really getting clarity on that diverse team that you want and what you're trying to accomplish. So getting clarity is the number 1. Sorry, I was meant to pop these into the chat here, into the package here. Where did it go? Getting clarity. There you go. Number 1. There we go. All right. So for many of you, as you build and as you grow your business, you want to have a clear plan, know what you want to attract. So you're bringing in the right person. We're really getting in front of even the hiring process and paving the way to build that diverse team. Why is diversity so important? Besides all of the other things that get talked about in day-to-day conversation, well, that's what's going to help you have a stronger foundation and recognize different perspectives, different viewpoints, different understandings, so that as you go out there and market, as you are servicing clients or producing products, right, you recognize that you're building and growing for a wide variety of viewers, and that we're taking the time to recognize everyone learns a little differently. Everyone has a new perspective. That's one of the reasons why this year we talk about 2021 is your year for new perspectives. So as we're getting in front of the hiring, number 1 is getting clear on that diverse team that you want to build. And number 2, it's then taking the time to balance personalities. And you've got to have a great process for vetting the personalities. So in our hiring and onboarding boot camp that we're doing right now, we're actually walking people through the beta group right now of how we're going to get in there and help attract and vet personalities, attract the right person, and then vet them and make sure that truly is that personality we're looking for. That's how you're going to A, make sure you're not hiring a crazy person, but B, how you're going to make sure that you've got someone who vibrates and resonates with the rest of the culture and the core values of the team. So in our hiring and onboarding boot camp that we've been doing, it's a 6-week process from beginning to end, automate the hiring process, build an onboarding university, and really take the time to refine how you're going to vet those personalities, how you're going to make sure you find the right people. Because if you want to have growth in your team, you've got to have the right people in there. That's what's key. Give me a thumbs up if you absolutely are in agreement. Having the right people to help you grow is so awesome. It's so detrimental to really getting you up to speed. I know several business owners I've worked with have been growing, and then they didn't have the right team, and they kind of had to take a step back before they could grow again, but they had to get the right people in there. Yes, Jen. Absolutely. Balancing personalities and perspectives is such an important part of building a diverse, profitable team. Absolutely. Yes. So, this is partially, what you've got to be intentional, everyone, with who you want, and then be in there vetting and having a great hiring process is important. If you need help with that, check out the bootcamp link that we've got in the comments. But that was tip number 2. Number 1 was getting clarity and of who you're looking for to join your team. And number 2 is vetting those individuals. Now, the next part is balancing the personalities on the team. Once you've got people hired, it's important that you've got to really take the time to make sure that people recognize that they work in different ways. And while one person like myself might be a very D-dominant, results-orientated personality, another member of my team might be much more methodical, right? Much more willing to walk through these processes and build and go. And so you've got to recognize and balance those personalities and sometimes make sure that the different team members understand each other's unique perspectives. In my law firm days, I used to do this as a DISC assessment. We've done CVI, there's DISC, there's all different tests, but a lot of it just comes down to the basic part of helping your team members understand one another, understand their learning styles, understand their perspectives, understand that everyone is a little different and they come up upon how they assess information differently, how they're going to, make their decision making differently. That's all part of what you're looking for. And you're balancing those personalities on your team so that you have greatness together. Okay. So the next part, tip number 4 is understanding how people work in order to stay on top of workloads. So again, each person, some people are very systematic. Some people like to see the big picture before they get into the details. Some people just want that, they want to hone their skill on those segments that they need to do. Some people need a little mix up through the day. They need to work on different projects. They get bored with just doing the same thing day in, day out, right? So understanding how people work in order to stay on top of their workloads is important so you can build good systems and good processes to ensure that not only does that person thrive, but even if they go on vacation, you've got the processes in place so that no matter who steps in, we can get it done, right? So that's actually, you guys are the first to hear, our next implementation boot camp will be on workloads and workflows, really helping people map out in their business what are the workflows that each product has or each service, and then understanding those workloads. And then we're going to layer in finding the right people to help do those processes. I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be awesome. If you want more information, PM me. I'm going to help you with that. But I just want to foreshadow right now, this is some of the cool stuff we're building. So understanding how people work in order to stay on top of their workloads. And then the final part is encouraging collaboration. This is huge, right? You can't create little silos in your team. You've got to be having everybody working together. It just doesn't work to have silos if you're going to grow your business and if you're going to grow your team. You've got to be collaborating. We've got to be building this together. So when you want to encourage collaboration, you want to assign and assess and build intentionally, have certain projects, get people working in alignment with what the business wants, with what each individual wants to move forward, and with what's going to help our clients. So collaboration is not just between the two team members, but a collaboration between all of the elements to better help your clients and your base. So pretty excited. It's so great when it comes together. Oh, Jen, so excited for the Workloads and Workflows Bootcamp. It's not open yet, but if anybody wants info, definitely PM me, private message me. I'll give you some info. We're going to open up that cart in a couple weeks. It's not quite built out yet, so we're not quite ready. But yes, super excited for that. So yes, everyone, number 5 on the tips for growing your diverse team, we want to encourage collaboration. And that's not just like the marketing team working together. It might be the marketing team working with a couple of your, in my world, the coaches, right? The technicians. It might be sales team working with client happiness team. It might be that it's the, the receptionist in your business might be working with one of the technicians to better understand how things work. And that gives them a stronger sense and conviction of how the client is going to be helped along the process, right? So when we have that collaboration, people are going to respect one another more. They're going to understand what one another does better. They're going to understand the different nuances of how to work with one another. And that's part of life, is to be honing skills, learning how to interact, honing our communication skills. And that's important with a diverse team. You've got to recognize communication is different in different realms. Even just my online team, I mean, I'm a virtual company. It's so much different than the brick and mortar business I had as a law firm, right? When you convert to a fully virtual team, communication changes. You need to be aware of that. You need to be ready for that. That's part of building a diverse team that's going to be able to, they resonate with certain things, like being on Zoom or jumping on, or like Slack messaging, right? Different than going to the water cooler and chit-chatting or spending some time at someone else's desk, chatting with them about a problem. So that's part of building a diverse team, and growing that team is always involving each other, always encouraging that collaboration. Okay. So again, this is, getting clarity in your diverse team. We started with that. We're going to end with that tip, because again, if you want to be thriving and growing and building, I mean, that's what we help business owners do, is build systems so they can thrive, really building up their team so that their team can handle more. I can't tell you how thrilled I am all the time when I have clients that we're not working with the business owner anymore. We're working with their team members. We're working with their staff. It's awesome. And so really want to just leave you with that tidbit of, as you grow, you got to get your self owners out of the way. Admins, you got to build self managers and build them up, right? Get clarity in how you're going to build that diverse team and allow them to shine. That's part of the secret sauce. So if you need help with any of the hiring or onboarding, we've got you covered. And if you're interested in that workloads and workflows workshop, we're definitely going to have an amazing, amazing process for you. So don't hesitate to PM me. All right, guys, have a great Monday. Be sure and jump in and comment down below. Give us a thumbs up. Give a little love. Let us know that you're loving these Monday tidbits to help you thrive. All right, everybody, have a great day.